as the members of the bar, who were the supreme body of the bar, minus breaking any law, we agreed that let us not extend or elect, but let us extend the term of Fiona Hall and her council. It was, I think, for 6 months, such that we organize elections. And we legally did that. We had no problem. Let me ask you, 27th September is less than 10 days from today. So when you're all gathered here and you have the legal mandate to give direction, now there are two things that you can do. Either sit here, all of you, and we exercise our mandate to create a time frame for a lawful election or extension, whatever it will be called. We can say, let's have 3 months to have a lawfully constituted AGM to hand the elections, or 6 months. Then we shall come in that meeting and discuss whether to extend the term of this council or not. But we cannot shy away from it today. Because when you shy away from it, you're directly throwing us into a crisis. Because next week will arrive, 27th will arrive, and we shall not have pronounced ourselves. So you may not extend the term, but you'll have to extend for purposes of complying with the law. And I beg to move. I will come back later on an item that I had special interest on. But for purposes of this particular one, I agree with Aaron. I agree with Belinda. I agree with myself. And I agree with everybody. But what we all want to do is that we can lawfully extend, give an extension, have our electoral commission organize elections. And in those elections, if we choose to follow the custom that we have practiced, that after 1 year we give an extension, then we shall lawfully do it at that time when we are convened. I beg to move, and I request as I take leave, that most of what we are discussing has a relation to the legal proceedings. Because we are talking here as if everything is normal. Nothing is normal. We are in very abnormal times. That's why I get shuddered when members come here and speak only the law. I want you to also come here and speak politics, speak revolution, speak radicalization, speak decolonization. That is the tone of the time. We have the advocates come and brief us on the status of these cases and what are their implications to decisions of either voting, extending, and whatsoever. Because we are submitting from the vacuum, but there are legal issues that are ongoing. I beg to move.
Thank you, Advocate Uganda Kuria. And when, like also Eric and indicating, when you look for the request, it's present in all matters pending. Now, for that reason, and I will, because it's part of this, I will first give us that briefing if they are ready. I'll begin with Council Jude Yamukama. If you can come and in a summary manner give us that briefing. From Council Jude Yamukama, we'll hear from Dennis Sasira. Then we have Chibi, Mr. Waruhi. I hope thank you. All right, we'll use
we have had the privilege and the honor of representing the bar. But just to give by way of background, it is a normal thing for law society to generally sponsor public interest litigation. That has always been normal. Some of the most landmark decisions touching constitutionalism, such as Attorney General versus Uganda Law Society, which first tested the trials of civilians in the court martial in 2007-2008, it was a matter sponsored by Uganda Law Society. The mandate of Uganda Law Society under our act is to support the public in matters obviously were the cases that stopped the EGM last. A lot of litigation. We saturated our report. And the same was saturated through the mailing list. Therefore, all of you have the report from JVM Mkama and co-advocates. I will just highlight a few points because also I understand from the agenda there's supposed to be a vote on whether its cases in the courts. I've represented Law Society in the Constitutional Court in two matters. I was in the Constitutional Court yesterday, appearing in a petition challenging provisions of the Computer Misuse Act, which were introduced in by way of amendment in 2022 by the Honorable Muhammad Nsereko. We felt those social media offend freedom of expression and, among others, the principle of legality in the Constitution. That petition was filed in the year 2022 during the leadership of Senior Counsel Bernard Oundo. It was considered for hearing yesterday, and we appeared in it. We are making the case for Uganda Law Society.
Monday meeting and any resolutions arising therefrom. Thank you very much.
Chair, the point of procedure that I want to be guided on, we are farming up on resolutions around elections. There are possibly two views. One, that the election should go on before the end of September. The other is that there is need for more time. You head the council now. Are we ready to conduct the election within the time stipulated by the Act? Do you have grounds to tell us as members to motivate for an extension? That's what we want to hear before we are pushed into voting. We don't want to vote whether heavens fall to have an election. There is precedence that where we have found it impractical to have an election, we've always found ways around the Act and the regulations to buy more time. We did it under Rule 17 and we made the regulations. We did it previously when Honorable Fiona Wall was president and we bought more time. We need to be advised as the members, as the supreme organ of the society, whether we are ready for an election, and we want the advice from the point of view of council. And if we are not ready, we need to understand what are the gaps so that we take that vote with clear guidance. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Mpanga. Thank you very much. Let's pin that, and we conclude the agenda item. Now, members, I'd asked that point of order. I'd asked for a person to speak to what Ellison raised, and we move on. Probably we'll come back to that because that's the most important. That's the elephant in the room right now. Yeah, we'll come back to that. But in respect of what Ellison Kalanga raised, I don't want us to leave it hanging. But before we head there, I'm told Sintonet Mukunde in the room, and the members are saying they didn't attend the meeting. I think before you leave, you need to come and clarify to the members where you got the powers to sign that so-called meeting from, because those are the views I'm getting. Can I give you 1 minute? All right, let's go back to the agenda. Thank you. Now, I had, after Edison, I also had Rutaro Robert, who had indicated that he intends to oppose this motion. Maybe we'll vote on them at once because Edison has clearly deliberated on his part. Let's hear from Rutaro Robert. He also sent several emails clearly indicating he intends to oppose. Mr. Rutaro Robert, you have 3 minutes to raise your objections to those agenda items before we go into the voting. Then we come back to the point Mr. Mpanga raised.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vice President. I know I don't have a lot of time, so I stand on the protocol as has earlier been laid out by my previous colleagues. Friends, dear colleagues, my name is Robert Rutalo Muhaire. I stand in opposition of resolutions 7, 8, and 9 at today's meeting, insofar as the said resolutions call for an end to President Semakade's leadership and dear friends, on the 28th of September 2024, the Uganda Law Society overwhelmingly entrusted Semakade with a bully the hyenas of corruption and kill the lions of tyranny that stalk our profession. Even when some of us at first did not believe in Semakade, for the record, I had a different candidate throughout the campaign. Even after Semakade was elected, I proceeded in opposing him. I mobilized a few colleagues. We formed something we call the Uganda Bar Association to frustrate Semakadi leadership. I mobilized a few lieutenants. I was the commander. I provide lieutenants including Tumukunde Tone, Byamazima Joshua, and others. Over 1,000 members joined me. But a few days into Semakadi's leadership, we realized the vibe, the seriousness, the courage of Semakadi. And we said, no, after all, this is the right president we need to take Uganda Law Society ahead. And therefore, me as the command of the rebellion, together with over 1,000 of my lieutenants, we surrendered to the authority of Semakadi. And we are here right now. Can I ask my lieutenant to stand up for recognition? We are all here. Please stand up. No, we got amnesty. There is amnesty, there is no problem. Only a few of my colleagues and stop the rebellion. And unless you do that now, in the next minute, at the end of my remarks, I'm going to move a very dangerous motion against you. Because we need to move together for the good of our society. Colleagues, throughout his presidency, Mr. Semakade has championed transparency, accountability. He has advocated for reforms that have strengthened the integrity of Uganda Law Society. His commitment to upholding the rule of law and ensuring that our society remains a true beacon of justice cannot be overstated. In defending his tenure, we must appreciate his dedication to the core use of the legal profession and his courage to stand for what is right, even in the face of opposition. His presidency has been a statement to the resilience and integrity that we as the legal profession aspire to uphold. Today, as we speak, Semakadi is not in Uganda, and we all know that. But this is because we gave him a radical mandate to lead a radical movement, which some of us have now joined. But you know, in any struggles, there are injuries taken, there are bullets taken. Now, Semakadi, in executing the radical mandate you gave him, he took a bullet. And that's why he's not with us today. Now, in such a situation where your commander takes a bullet, what is the most noble thing to do for you as his followers, the people he leads? Do you throw him out of office? I therefore call upon you, colleagues, to do the most noble job, so show solidarity and oneness to Semakade. Let us say no to the opportunists who think that because Semakade took a bullet for championing our cause and is now down, they think it's time or opportunity to throw him out of office. Say no to that. We say no to this opportunism. Friends, this is time to stand in solidarity with our visionary leader, Semakade. We have had all the decent leaders before, but never in the history of Uganda Law Society has we gotten attention more than we have today, thanks to Semakade and this radicalism. That is what we need. And that is what got some of us out of rebellion, and we chose to join you. And we are here to stay with you. Now, I've heard a few voices of some colleagues expressing interest to stand and, you know, throughout Semakade. And I want to say to you colleagues, take your time. Take your time. The Uganda Law Society is here to stay. Even your grandchildren, you will find it here. It's not ending now. We've had this custom and tradition, unwritten of course, of the 2-year term for every presidency. Ever since I started electing for leadership of Uganda Law Society, I've not elected any leader or any council for 1 term. It has never happened. Why do you think it has to happen now in Semakade? And colleagues are raising all the legalities, all the laws, the regulations. Why were I not raising those regulations before? Why are you raising them now? It is opportunism, and we know that most of you who are now want to bring down Semakade, you are working for external forces who have captured the Uganda Law Society and do not want us to be independent. I know this because I was in the rebellion before. So I know the people you're working for, and I will tell them, I will mention them if you're not careful. Don't forget I was in the rebellion, I left you there. So I know your clients, and I will mention them. Now, those clients of yours don't want peace for Uganda Law Society. They want to capture us, they don't want us to speak, they don't want us to be independent. They are so afraid of a vibrant Uganda Law Society. For some reason, I don't know why. But this is what we need, because this has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with the NRM FDC. Those of you who know me at that level, I'm an NRM member, for that matter. Proudly NRM. But the matters of Uganda Law Society have nothing to do with NRM or FDC opposition. I see a lot of you NRM colleagues in the NRM. I see a lot of your faces. But some of you have even been here and spoke in support of Semakade. Okay? Same way others whom I know also, members of the opposition, also here speaking for the same of Semakade. Semakade unites all of us. Uganda Law Society is for all of us, regardless of our political backgrounds. So, some of you colleagues, and I speak especially to Aaron Chiza, because you're the one I've heard speaking very. Please wait. Aaron Chiza, don't jump the queue. Okay? Be patient, and I'm glad he's here. Yes, be patient.
Aaron, it's okay.
No. Take my comment in good faith. Because we will support you. By the way, Aaron Chiza, you were a very good radical candidate. You were a very good candidate. But at the right time, we will support you.
Let's calm down.
So please.
Let's calm down.
Colleagues, I appeal to you for now. Let's continue with Semakade and this council. Let me conclude. I promised a resolution.
Mr. Rutaro, in 1 minute.
1 minute.
Please conclude.
I promised a resolution against Mr. Chairman. This morning I woke up to the shock of a note in the newspapers signed by one Tumukunde, Anthony, convening an AGM. How could you? Where do you derive this mandate? Mr. Chairman, if we do not check on some of these colleagues, they are going to throw us under the bus. I think the Law Society needs to be very serious, and we take a very serious stand on some of these errant members before we all be thrown under the bus. And on that ground, I want to move a motion. Chairman, you'll advise me on the law later. I want to move a motion that this meeting severely reprimands, sanction and isolate a one to Mukunde Anthony and another Francis something. Let me read the name proper, Mr. Chairman. The people signed the notes in the newspaper. Nyabojo Francis. I don't know who Nyabojo Francis is. I want to move a motion that this meeting severely reprimands these colleagues, sanction and isolate them for undermining the authority of Semakade, causing confusion in the Uganda Law Society, and acting without mandate. I so move. I thank you so much, Chairman. Members, in the final, let's proceed. Semakade oye! Semakade oye! Semakade oye! I thank you.
Thank you, Advocate Rutaro. And now, members, I feel colleagues are leaving, and it will be unfair. I'll call finally Senior Counsel Jet Tumwebaze. I think, and we go and Luganda Kulia, because you had the motion that suggested that us to go back to the motion. The two of you, Mr. Jet, 1 minute, and Advocate Luganda, 1 minute. Can I begin with Senior Counsel Jet Tumwebaze? And then Uganda, I conclude, because we are going back to the same thing we've been talking about. That's what we talked about and everyone. So members, I think in about 15 minutes, we should be out of here. Let's purpose to get out of here in 15 minutes from now.
I
think now that we are talking about censure, we need to censure the guy who brought us to this hall. The place is damn hot. So we need to censor the guy who brought us here. But maybe that's for the next general meeting. That is for the next general meeting. Now, colleagues, Mr. Chairman and colleagues, and for me, I have sat there for the last 2 hours and I'm so pained. I'm so pained that lawyers who can earn some money are being used to destroy their society. Like how? Any lawyer, I pay my maid $500,000 shillings. If you have no employment, can you come and work at my gate? Like why are you stooping so low to be used to destroy this society that gives us identity? Like who pays for a newspaper advert? Who convenes a meeting? There are 1,000 of your colleagues here. They are the same that for the users of yours are going to be gone tomorrow. This society is going to be here. These guys you are trying to destroy are going to be the judges, the commissioners, the what? Your colleagues, your partners in your law firms. Like how cheap can you be to be used? Because you have a small disagreement with Semakad. I have one. I don't like his language. I've told him. But I'm not going to destroy him because nobody pays me. You can't pay me even $1 million. That nonsense must stop. And that's why I was supporting the censuring of those two guys. The Baganda said, "Tugenda kwogera birungi byerere ngeyazo kwogereza." These guys tulina okubanabira mu maaso. You can't sign a notice on our behalf. What is the way forward, Mr. President? What is the way forward? The way forward is simple. Forget about NRM. I support President Museveni today and I'm NRM. And I support the Uganda Law Society United 100%. Disagreements notwithstanding. Every cycle of elections, we have some disagreements. We manage them. The Rutaros go and do that bar but they come. Soberness returns. But it returns and finds a united society. So for me, this whole business of trying to pull and push is unacceptable. Two things, and I propose that we do the following. We certainly don't have enough time between now and 27th to organize an election. Executive Council, as Panga, asked them to tell us if they are ready to call us for an election in the next 2 weeks. If you are ready, we vote. And we can vote for Semakade even when he's absent. It's a simple thing. Like what the hell is going on? Whoever thinks that's not possible is a joker. We can vote for that guy. It's simple. So whoever is giving these people money to go and cause this chaos or the other is simply a big joker. And I'm told, Charo has almost confessed here. I wish you had given him time. I'm told they are paid 1 million to small monies. Can you imagine? If you take 6 clients to Serena, 2 million will be gone. So what is 2 million? Like what the hell is going on? Please stop it. Let's keep our society because we need it. Can we have elections in the shortest time possible? Can we also have our representative at the Judicial Service Commission? Because whatever is going on at the Judicial Service Commission is not correct. We must send our representative there like yesterday. Fortunately, there is no order of court stopping us from doing so. What it requires us is that we can comply. If somebody was not qualified and the order said put him, fortunately now she qualifies and she was already on that list. Can we pin it even outside there? Can you call us, you cancel even before you expire? And we vote our representatives. And then on that day, you give us a date for voting for you, whether it is an extension as people are saying, whether we vote you, because I want us to vote you. In fact, you are now pushing me to vote Semakad, the man I voted against last time, because of this impunity. This madness cannot be allowed to continue because we have temporary disagreements. When did every disagreement become nuclear war? Why don't you disagree but remain within our same society? But every disagreement is now a breakaway. You sit to censor a leadership that was voted by 2,000 members. In the history of the Law Society, nobody had garnered 2,000 members. 2,000 votes. That alone is a plus. Indeed, if we have been voting, particularly ever after 2 years, what I don't accept is this omnibus extension. Except if council thinks you need that extension for one purpose, for organizing an election. Please, if you tell us we need 3 months, we give you the 3 months. You need 2 months, we give you the 2 months. And then organize the election, and let's extend you. To avoid, like who said we are going to create a crisis? I think it was, we are going to create a crisis. On the 27th, the term of office would have expired. What do we do? What if there was COVID? Okay, you hate so much, so much. If you give him 1 year, are you going to lose your teeth? Like what the hell is going on with these small characters here? Let us be serious. Let us be serious. Stop what you are doing to the society. We need this society. We need a belonging. We have become a laughing stock. Other professional organizations are prospering. The engineers are doing well. The doctors are doing well. For us, we are here. One day there is a meeting in some kiosk and a new vision advert. What the hell is going on? Mr. President, can you advise us how much of a time you need? Then you put that to, because these other English things you are reading, a lot of it is English. Let us not pass a resolution, the one of, what is this man? Let us follow procedure. Rutaro, that resolution to punish people, we are angry with them, but they are our members. We have given them Munabis and the other guys a whole year to turn back. That's why today we agreed to censor them. And that was a strong message. Let us send the same strong message to any other member. And I'm happy people are coming here to this own resolutions. That you come for us, we come for you. Simple. That the Law Society is a local area. The Uganda Law Society is for lawyers over 15 years and above to become our leaders at the what? And no order should be able to restore the Uganda Law Society. I will not let any resolution that has not been on the agenda pass. Please don't pass those ones. Because there is a temptation to punish people, these ones who cut a meeting yesterday. Ignore them, treat them like with the contempt they deserve. The only thing we can do is that we condemn, we castrate them, we castigate, whatever we want to say. But stop at that. Maybe they will repent tomorrow. Some of them are young and money is, the society now, maybe with time they will understand and be grounded, one, in the law, but also stop being used by fellow lawyers. From what I understand, they are not being used by non-lawyers. I'm told they are being used by lawyers. Like, why are you allowing another lawyer, whether you are an employer or not? I was employed for 10 years. One of my partners one time wanted me to sign a legal opinion, which I didn't agree with. I said, sir, because you are my partner, I will prepare the opinion for you to sign. He said, but I told you to sign it. I said, I'm not signing. I can lose my job, I go back, there is some fertile land to till, but I'm not signing. He signed it, it was an arbitration, we lost it. Because my opinion was right and his was wrong. But he was my boss. So why are you allowed to be used now because you are junior? Because you have no money. That's a temporary situation. You will have money tomorrow. Why are you in a hurry? Why do you want to drive? Why are you trying to drive a car driven by Mr. Resida? Why you want to drive Resida's car because somebody is using you? Resida has put 40 years of his life in the practice. That's why he's able to drive a 1 million shilling car. Wait for yours. It's coming. Work hard. Stop your madness. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Thank you. Members, I pick 2 things from Senior Counsel Jet Mwebaze. That one, we need to resolve to vote for the representatives of the Judicial Service Commission, and 2, for extension of time for the council to be able to organize an AGM. And yes, so I'll let Mr. Alex Luganda Kulia come back to his motion, because now I believe we've had all the presentations from the members. The reason I first stopped so that we hear everyone's because the motions went to the voting. So, Mr. Luganda, you can move the motions and we vote. I already have one for the Judicial Service Commission. You also conclude on your motion, which covers everything here, then we vote and we leave this place.
Thank you, Chair. Specifically in opposition to requisitions 7, 8, and 9, as indicated in the email,
the issues that the petitioners wanted handled. That is the financial report, the audits, the status reports, among others, are matters that are supposed to be reported to us in a meeting, including the audit, because we believe that the society is audited annually, so there is no need for a special audit. Even if it was to be forensic, then the reasons should have been expressly stated therein. And for that reason, I moved to oppose the petition, that all these issues will come in the normal course of business. But Chair, I wanted to also correct an impression. When my young brother Sewaya was here, he said the council has been very slow, non-responsive in calling meetings. And I was wondering whether my brother was also a member of the Law Society following what has been going on. What has been going on is that court had issued orders barring the council from conducting business. Even for you to have this AGM where we are raising these issues, it's because the council has fought tooth and nail to have some of the cases withdrawn and dealt with. So it's not true that there has been no goodwill from the council to conduct business. That said, I also propose, as we drop requisition 7, 8, and 9, I want to add my voice to what John Tumweba's highlighted, and Council Ellison. It's not unprecedented. Let me tell you, hadn't we had the council go to Court of Appeal through Jude and others, and we fight to lift the ban on the member called AGMs under Section 16, we would still have reached the 27th when we are legally not able to call any meeting. So they are all justifiable grounds for us to seek an extension for purposes of conducting the election. So I would like to move that it's not also feasible that we separate the JSC elections from this election. I don't know whether we have the resources to hold all those elections at the same time.
Maybe,
but you will be, yes.
Let me get to that. For the JSA election, if you remember, we had actually paid for the venue. We were supposed to call on the 17th, and it's just a matter of settlement. Get together before they don't demand anything from us. Those ones are taken care of.
And that's very good. So I would like to move a motion that this AGM seated here makes a resolution extending the term of council for 3 months for purposes of the ULS Electoral Commission organizing elections for the new council as per the applicable laws. Why I'm moving in that line, Chair, is because this congregation here, we may fall into legal lacunas, because any election must be clear on the agenda calling for the meeting. But we also have no doubt as to the fact that we want to extend the term of our council as per culture and custom. But to ensure that we are not caught off guard, we will do that in 3 months from today. And that would also give us an opportunity to lawfully fill the vacancies of central representative and secretary. And in essence, my limited understanding of the law is that when the 27th of September 2025 clocks, most of the cases that are in court will become academic and moot. Because even the parties who are in court, the Munavis and others, on the 27th, their mandate will have expired. So even the cases become more moot and academic, because what are you fighting for? The mandate for which you went to court was democratically given, so if democratically expires, it has expired. Court cannot now extend your term. So time heals and time corrects. So I beg to move a motion, and I will be glad to be seconded, that the council be provided an extension of 3 months for purposes of organizing the election. As far as the issue of Judicial Service Commission is concerned, I think Council you will guide, but there is a motion that was moved by Council Elson, and I associate with the same. I beg to move. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So members, I want us to move to votes. Before I give Senior Sankambe a chance, let me give one lady an opportunity. We've not heard from a lady today, members. It's very absurd. And we have Advocate Judith Nabukera. In 1 minute, please. Then we have from Sankambe, and we go to vote. Now, I have 3 motions here. One is for the election of the GSC representatives, the extension of time for council to organize elections. And there's one we had also skipped and I was advised on maintaining the cases in court, because there was a motion requesting for withdrawal, but we also need to vote on whether to actually withdraw or keep them in court. So those are 3 votes so far. So members, like I said, wanted us to be out of here in 15 minutes from then, but we can't leave here without listening to a lady. Please, Advocate Nabukera Judith.
Good afternoon, members. I respect all protocol as presented. Mine is more of an opinion or a rectification. If we are to count 3 months from 27th of September, we shall be clocking, actually it will be 27th of December, and that time council is on holiday. So I wonder how you will be able to conduct the AGM during your holiday. Maybe you can help us clarify, because I think 3 months is beyond. Maybe you can say 2 months because of that holiday of 27th December. If the term is ending on 27th of September, so if you're to count 3 months from 27th of September, that will be 27th December. It's going to be tricky for the council, by then they're in holiday.
Madam, I think he said 3 months from now. Not so? That was his. But within 3 months. Okay, thank you, Madam Nabukera. Let's hear from Advocate Kambas, and then I want to give an opportunity to, my colleague behind there. Mr. Kamba first speak. Bruno, so get closer. You'll have 1 minute to speak.
All protocol observed. Mr. President and your council. Mine is just to try and amend Land Council Uganda Kulia Alex's proposal of 3 months in very brief terms. During the time of Sebatendira, we gave them 6 months, which is sufficient time for them to sort out issues, look out for funds and so forth to conduct the election. So I want to amend the motion presented by Mr. Uganda Kulia, and I propose that, like we did in the Sebatindira case, we add the present council 6 months, the Chiruma affair, wherever.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. Serunguma.
Thank you,
And
Mr.
then we
President.
vote. I also need to bring it to the attention of members here that when we are conducting these elections, we use the Electoral Commission. They support us. They're the ones who give materials. They're the ones who actually take charge of the process. That are the guidance of EC, the Electoral Committee. So we need to be mindful of that. I think we are going into general elections, which are beginning, I think, in January. though the process is ongoing. But that is just for information of the members as you debate this. But Serum, I have 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President, the Council, Senior Council, and the members present. My name is Serukuma Bruno. My submission has been made by Mr. Mpanga. It has been made by Mr. Rutaro. It has been made by partly Mr. Jet, that why should we push ourselves to have an election? Yet we have a council in place. The powers of whether to extend the current council lies with us, the members here present. And we have been doing this. I've been here since 2016. We have been extending them. Nobody has ever objected that, Mr. Kimara, don't extend yourself. Why are we bringing it right now, Mr. Sewaya? Those who are saying we should first have an election somewhere, the council should have only 3 months, and then my submission to the council and my proposal is, and an amendment to the motion is, we determine whether the council should go and have the 3 months and organize a meeting where we are to vote. That one should be determined here. I beg to submit. Serum Kubabunu.
All right, thank you, Mr. Serum Kubabunu. Now, members, we've had all of you, and people have started leaving. That have kids big from school, and I want us members to go into the voting. We've had enough motion. I'm sure we will not get anything different. Now, I have 3 motions which I want us to vote on. One is extension of the term as prepare for elections for 6 months. It was in opposition of a motion that we conduct the elections before 27 of September, which is about 2 weeks from now. And the 6 months was an amendment of, I think, Alex Uganda Kulia's motion of 3 months. The same view we shared. It was amended, yes. You drop it for 6. Thank you. Well, now members, the other motion we intend to vote on is that we should have elections for JSC candidates within 2 weeks from now. Those who are in favor of yes and those in favor of no, we shall do that vote. And the last one, that we could drop all the appeals in court or maintain them. Members, allow me, we go to the vote and we end there, because everyone has been given an opportunity to speak. We can't allow everyone to speak. So now we are going to vote on the first, the one which is just from the floor. And that motion, members, please allow me, chair. Allow me, chair. Everyone has been given an opportunity, members, to speak. Now, let's vote on the first agenda item on whether council's term should be extended for 6 months as we organize and prepare for the elections from today. Mr. Bond. Members, let me, it's okay, let me guide. Mr. Luganda, could you move the motion of 3 months? Okay, members, can we please, members, can we follow the rules, please? Members, can we please clear? Members. Okay, members, we are going to vote on 2. Please, let's go back and sit. Members, let's go back and sit. Members, please, let's go and sit. Members, please listen to me. Please listen to me. Yes, yes. Okay, members. So members, we are going to have two. Members, please come down. Yeah, please come down. Now we are going to vote those who say, guys, relax. Please, guys, let's behave like members. Please, you sit. Please sit. No, please sit, please sit. No, please sit. Members, so this is what is going to happen. We have members who suggest that we have elections in 3 months, and members who suggest 6 months. We are going to vote on those two. Is that okay? Yes. So members who say, they first resume your seats and then we vote. Please resume your seats. Please resume your seats. Let's resume our seats, please. Members, we are voting 3 months and 6 months. Is that agreed? Now, members who say we should amend to 3 months. Yeah, we should have 3 months time to organize an election. Yes, those who say 3 months, please stand up, and those who say 6 months, remain seated. Please, those who say 3 months, stand up. Those who say 6 months, remain seated. And let's count. 3 months, stand up. 6 months, remain seated. Please, members who are behind, who didn't have seats, be clear. Let's have the people counting. Please don't count yourselves. Those who say 3 months, stand up. 6 months, remain seated. And this is the period you're giving council extension of time to organize elections for. Please, let's come down. Let's count. People are counting. Guys, it's democracy here. People are counting. Members, either we shall have an election, but we are only agreeing on the required time. So we have those 3 months standing and 6 months remaining seated. Members who are counting, I hope we have the tallies. The members who are counting, please give me my tallies. The rounds have been counted. We still have 2 motions to vote on. Please, let's keep time. Has come down. I think the counting is done. You can all sit down. think they are tallying the numbers, so please let's sit down. Members have been also, as we wait for the figures for the next motion, have been advised by the elections committee that I've been advised by the elections committee that it's also practically impossible to have the JSC elections in 2 weeks' time. They need about a month because of logistical issues. So we also have to agree that I just got guidance from a member of the elections committee. It says they have to print materials and logistics. Let's finish with this before we go to the next agenda item. Please let's calm down. Now this is the tally. Members, please sit down. Let's have order. Let's have order. The members have voted as follows. Extension of the council for purpose of organizing elections for extension of 3 months. We have 85 people. And extension of 6 months, we have 251 people. So I therefore declare that the members have moved the motion, have resolved that the term of office for council be extended for 6 months from the 27th of September to enable us organize elections for the next council. Now members, we go to the next item. We need to vote for the election, the elections for representatives of the Judicial Service Commission, and as guided by the elections committee, they say they need more than a month, 1 month at least to organize these elections. So as I think the proposer or the mover of the motion, Ellison Karanga, has also amended this motion to 1 month. So those who say we hold elections, JSA elections in 1 month from now, you can stand up. Those who say we should never hold them, remain seated. Okay, members, do we need to count? So I think the members have unanimously resolved that we hold elections of JSC candidates within a period of 1 month from now, and the council shall communicate this accordingly. Members, I also have another important clarification to make. As we communicate the time or the meeting for voting for JSC candidates, we shall at the same time present to you the books of accounts for purposes of also appointing an auditor, because as you are aware, from the time we took office, members had deferred the books of account and we never appointed an auditor. So the communication shall make is the effect that on that day, we will also be able to appoint auditors to audit our books of accounts and present them to the members. Prior to that, we'll provide or we'll send the various firms that will have expressed interest for purposes of election. And again, another communication will come, members, the venue for the election for JSC candidates is in Entebbe, and hopefully that is when we shall also have other important agenda items. Thank you. And members, as we close this, I want to summarize in 1 minute the motions that have been moved. The first one being
The resolutions made by these General Assembly members on this date. One is a resolution to censure Mr. Philip Munabi and Geoffrey Tuyamusima for their unrepentant conduct, their engagement in unauthorized and fraudulent actions, and their attempts to undermine the democratic governance of the ULS. And the second one is removal from the governing council of Munabi and Geoffrey Tuyamusima. Those are the two. Then we also have a resolution to extend the term of office for council, the governing council, for 6 months from the 27th of September to enable us organize elections for the new leadership. And the fourth resolution is that we hold the JC elections within a period of 1 month from today, which shall be communicated accordingly. Thank you, members. Then also, at the same time, we also had a motion for election or for voting the young lawyers representative to the ELS, and that will be at the same time as the election for the JSC candidates. Members, our last agenda item is the national anthem, and we close. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the national anthem. DJ. The national anthem, please.
Afrika Mashariki tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani.